Hi, I'm Kristal Hart, and welcome to the Kristal Hart Show. We are at the Barclays Center in Bklyn, New York for the final press conference leading up to heavyweights Deontay Wilder, who will be going against Robert Helenius. And in the co-main event, we have Caleb Plant going up against Anthony the Dog Dirrell. This all takes place Saturday, October 15th. It'll be here at the Barclays Center, and it'll be broadcast live on Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view. And now, let's go to the press conference.
Wins, 25 of those coming by way of knockout against 2 defeats from Flint, Michigan. He is the former WBC super middleweight champion of the world. Here is Anthony the Dog Darrell. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage with a record of 21 wins, just 1 defeat, 12 victories coming by way of knockout. He is the former IBF super middleweight champion of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Caleb Plant. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here is with the record of 30 wins, 19 of those coming by way of knockout against 3 losses from Mariehamn, Finland. Introducing the Nordic Nightmare, Robert Helenius. Now, ladies and gentlemen, with an outstanding record, 42 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, 41 big wins coming by way of knockouts. Fighting out of Tuscaloosa, Alabama, he is the former WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder. To start off with Caleb Plant and Anthony Darrell. Caleb, I will start with you. It has been nearly 1 year since we saw you inside the ring, and fans and media around the world want to know, since your fight against Canelo Alvarez, how much have you grown and what have you learned since being a part of that and in that valiant effort that you had against Canelo Alvarez?
Well, like you said, it's been a minute since I've been in the ring, but shortly after that fight, me and my team, we got right back to work, and we cleaned up a few things and kept working on things that we had a lot of success with in my last fight. And I've been working ever since. Me and my team, we've been in the dark, grinding, staying focused. And come Saturday night, I'm excited to show y'all what we've been working on.
Anthony, I know you have mentioned that in the course of your career, you're a 2-time super middleweight champion of the world. You mentioned that you either want to fight for the title or you want the big names in the division. Well, lo and behold, here we have Caleb Plant and you in the super middleweight title eliminator. What are your thoughts on your opponent? And obviously, I know that there is no love lost between either one of you.
I don't got no thoughts on him. I mean, it's a fight at the end of the day. You know, we all go in that ring and we give it our all, but I'm going to go in there and whoop his ass. Simple as that.
Caleb, when he goes ahead and he states that, you know, he's going to handle business against you, and he seems a little bit, dismissive. He wants to go out there and hurt you. What is your response?
Well, you know, leading up to this fight, throughout the whole lead up, he's had a lot to say about me, how much he hates me and don't like me and nobody else likes me. But I'm not here to talk about emotions. This ain't a therapy session. I could care less if people like me. I'm here to do a job.
You keep bringing
I'm a
up the
professional.
same shit. I don't like you. I don't have to like you. Motherfucker, ain't no shit in the rule book I got to like your ass. Where that shit at? Show me.
So like I was saying,
just don't run. Don't get on your bike, bitch.
He's had a lot to, say about my resume and how I haven't fought anyone.
Yeah,
but
he's
somebody who.
Tell me who you fought.
He's somebody who has about twice the amount of fights as I do, and he has 4 people on his resume who are either current or former world champions at the time he fought them. I have about half the fights he has, and I have 3 people who are either current or former world champions at the time I fought them, and that's with half the fights that he has. And come Saturday night, I'll have 4, just as many as him, with half the fights he has. So, are you a bum? Are you a bum? Because you said all I fight is bums. Are you a bum?
Back up, Ray. Are you?
Are you a bum?
Are you? Who you fight? Who you fight? Tell me who you fight.
I'm fighting you.
No, tell me.
And that's all you need to worry about.
You a bitch?
I'm fighting you.
Right.
That sounds good. He said all I fight is bums, but I'm fighting him. So anything that we've done before this, it's not going to matter once the bell rings. He's got to fight me. I got to fight him.
Just don't run.
Caleb, you've been pretty adamant about, handing out a prediction coming into this fight. You proclaimed that after the beating you give Anthony Dirrell, that he's going to retire. Why do you feel that way?
I just feel like I'm gonna put a vicious ass whooping on that boy, and
you ain't never
after
whooped
that
nobody
he'll be riding off into the sunset.
Who have you whooped
that'll
like
be
that?
it for him.
The only way you can retire me is running around a fucking ring. I'll get old. That's the only way you can retire me. You can't do nothing, man. Fuck you can do, huh? You can't hit. Yeah, keep on laughing, bitch.
Anthony, where does Caleb plant? Both of you guys have extensive resumes, former world champions.
He ain't got shit. No, he don't. Don't lie to that boy. He don't got nothing. He a bitch.
Well, I'm just.
You see how mad he is? You see how easy it is to get him mad?
No, I ain't
you see
mad.
This? You see
I
how
ain't mad, baby. I'm mad, but you try to get my attention this whole camp. I'm mad. I ain't talk to you. I don't care about you. Look at you, scared. Right? You scared. Oh, you thinking, boy. Yeah. Think good, too.
Y'all see that?
But now we'll turn it over to the bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder. Deontay, it's very interesting because you have animosity with these two guys, but you and Robert Helenius are certainly gentlemen, and you guys have mutual respect between each other, him being your former sparring partner. When you decided to come back, and there was a list of names that you could have chosen for your comeback, why did you decide to settle on the Nordic Nightmare, Robert Helenius, who is no easy task for any heavyweight in the world?
First off, I got tremendous love and respect for Robert. We've been knowing each other for years, and we've been in camp. He's always came to my camp. They say iron sharpens iron, and we definitely been doing that. And, the reason I agreed upon this fight, because he's been on a winning streak. He's been looking great in his fight, and, this is for the WBC Eliminator. So, if I'm going to be in it and come back in it, why not fight the best, and why not, fight for something worth fighting for? I don't have long. I only want 3 years left up in this business, and I'm ready to fight the best, and I'm willing, able, and ready to do whatever I got to do, to make it back to the top.
Well, it's great to see you, champ, as always, and now with the Nordic Nightmare, Robert Helenius. Robert, you have been fighting, involved in boxing for over 25 years. You've always stated your goal is to challenge for the heavyweight championship of the world. You are literally, potentially one step away, but in order for you to get to that path, you have to get past this man, the bronze bomber Deontay Wilder. How important is this fight for you on Saturday?
Well, I've been throwing my life to this sport, so of course this means everything for me, and I've been doing all the work I can do to bring my best self off in this fight, and I'm ready.
Deontay, this has been the home to many memorable events for you. 4 fights, 4 victories, 4 knockouts. You look at the names of Arthur Spuka, Berman Stavern, Luis Ortiz, and Dominic Brazil, most recently in May of 2019. What makes Barclays Center so special for the bronze bomber?
I think it's the electrifying energy that this arena possesses. I done had some of my most dramatic knockouts, most exciting knockouts, and enjoyable moments right here in this arena. So, when I came here and got off the plane, the energy here just felt amazing. And I asked my team, do y'all feel the same thing that I feel? And they agreed with me. They felt the same thing. So it almost feel like a second home to me. I'm always here, and I put on my best performance here, right here. So, with that being said, I'm not looking for nothing less than a great performance come Saturday night. So the fans is in for a treat. It's a lot on the line. And I think I got the right opponent for us to get the fans what they want to see. One thing that resembles me and Robert, he got a warrior heart, a warrior mentality, and everyone knows I have a warrior heart and mentality as well. So when you're fighting with your heart, you're willing to go out on your shield, and that's what's going to be tomorrow. We're going to go out on our shield, baby.
Is that why you had such an extensive training camp? I mean, your pre-camp, I thought, was rather remarkable. You put in hundreds of rounds in your pre-camp even before diving into training camp. Is it because you know that you have a dangerous and formidable opponent in front of you on Saturday?
Most definitely. You can't look past Robert Helenius. You know, like I said, when any fighter fight with their heart, you can't look past them. You know, and you know, we put in like 600 and something rounds in. I think it was 620, you know. How much was it? Well, I'm downgraded.
725, so says Don House, a part of the Deontay Wilder
I'm
camp.
downgraded. House been keeping up with everything. And it's been a tremendous camp. You know, pre-camp been tremendous. And going into official camp has been just as great as well. You know, we had to slow down a little bit because I was overtrained, and it's been amazing though, because you can go so many years doing the same thing over and over again, and then it becomes boring. It becomes just something that you got to do and get through. So we changed up a lot of things. We changed up location. I was out in Vegas for a long time, and then I did my sparring back in Alabama, and it refreshing a lot of things, and we went back to the basic of a lot of things. And this whole title for me, you know, this second phase in my career is all about having fun. You know what I mean? All about having fun. I always tell people I'm happy and I'm at peace in my life, and where I stand, you know, where I am, the grass is green. You know what I mean? And can't nobody knock me off of that. So I'm looking forward to Saturday night. Although we are sparring partners and we respect each other highly, understand that, you know, it will be, the beast will come out come Saturday night. You know, people ain't got to worry about, well, they friends, or, well, you know, he said he love them and all that, you know. It's going to be fire come Saturday night, that's for sure.
Robert, what have you done in preparation? You both have had, you know, lengthy time together in sparring, but it's obvious that this man has destructive power, a knockout percentage of over 91%.
And you got to respect that as well, of course. We've been doing a lot of footwork, a lot of jabs, a lot of sparring as well. So, and we've been at it the whole year. So we didn't know the opponent in the beginning of the year, but we've been training all year. So, you know, sitting here, I don't know what to tell you guys anymore. I've been in so many press conferences, but we've been doing a lot of good work, and I feel like this is my time now, and the fight is gonna be really, really good.
For you, what is it like to be back here at Barclays Center? Because not only has Deontay Wilder had success here, but you have as well. You went ahead in March of 2020, right before the pandemic. You know, you were a heavy underdog coming into your fight against, at the previous time, the undefeated Adam Kovnatsky, and you came out, you shocked the world, and you smashed him. So what's it like for you to be returning to one of the best nights of your career?
Yeah, I've been fighting once at Barclays Center, and the atmosphere was crazy good, like Wilder said, and I feel like the same thing is happening all over again.
Deontay, you mentioned in the theme to this fight, since you decided to come back, that you're fighting for yourself. What does that mean, and how dangerous does that make the Bronze Bomber?
Well, Ray, I gotta correct you. I'm you know, coming back in this second phase. I'm a true people's champion. I'm fighting for the people. I was selfish, just fighting for my family and bringing them up, you know, bringing them out of poverty, being able to establish a lifestyle that we love to do. And when I want to do something and go places, I'm able to do so at any given time at will, you know. But being, the unveiling of the statue for me meant a lot to me. To see so many people come from so many different countries out to join hand with us, to unite with me and my family and my loved ones. It meant a lot to me, you know, to, man, you know, just to think about the past. You know, they say when you think about the past, certain emotions come out of you. And to think about that moment in time in history for me, man, it's an amazing feeling. So it just allowed me to understand that I mean so much to so many people around the world. You know, people gravitate to the things I do, to the things I say, and they apply it to life. Like I said, you know, the only way you obtain knowledge is applying it to life, and that's how you become wise. And to see that, to see so many people share tears and break down families and stuff like that, it allowed me to know, man, I got to keep going. You know, I'm still young. I got 3 more years. I want to do it to about the end of 40, and that's it. So I want to provide my service to my greatness for the next 3 years, and then I'm out of here. So this is for the people. You know what I mean? This is for the people to have fun and do what I got to do, baby. So the bronze bomber back. So long live the heavyweight division.
Well, you mentioned
excitement that's in it.
You mentioned 3 years because you said you want to fight till 40. So before I get over to Anthony Dirrell, I want to wish you an early happy birthday. I know your birthday will be next Saturday, October 22nd. So happy early birthday,
Now
Deontay
I got 2
Wilder.
more years. Thank you.
Okay, 2 more years. Well, speaking of birthdays, Anthony Dirrell will be celebrating his birthday tomorrow. Happy early birthday to you, Anthony. But the odds makers in Las Vegas, as they look at this fight with you and Caleb Plant, you are as much of a 6-1 underdog. What are your thoughts? Do you pay any attention to that, or do you use that as extra added motivation?
No, that's just some another way for me to make a little bit more money. That's it, you know. But I'm fine with that. That's people's opinion at the end of the day. That's what they think, and it's fine.
Where do you feel, not giving away your game plan obviously, but where do you feel you hold the advantages over Caleb Plant?
I mean, Caleb ain't showed me nothing special, period. No fight. He showed me nothing special. He's a good boxer, but other than that, he showed me nothing special. Just be ready for Saturday, because I am.
Caleb, you have pointed out about Anthony Dirrell. You stated that, he has, on your social media that he has a big bark but no bite. Why have you come to that conclusion, and how do you assess Anthony Dirrell as a prize fighter?
Well, he's a former 2-time world champion, so I'm prepared. Me and my team are prepared. We work really hard for this moment, but at the end of the day, I think he does bark a lot more than he bites. And I think he's selling a lot of wolf tickets right now, being the dog. So,
Anthony, did you see any of those social media posts from Caleb Plant? Did people send them to you and everything else? And what were your thoughts? Did you take that as gamesmanship, or did it upset you?
No, it didn't upset me, man. That's how he feel. He wanted me to engage with him. I'm too old for that shit. I don't play with kids. He a kid to me.
Well, I saw earlier in the week you posted a photo where you looked in impeccable physical shape. I know a lot of fighters say this, but how would you analyze your training camp for this fight? One thing about Anthony Dirrell, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like you fight better when there are emotions in a fight. Is that fair to say?
Sometime, we just got different game plans for different people. I think you got to go into every fight with a different game plan because everybody don't fight the same. So we got a game plan for Caleb, and we're going to use it.
What's it like, again, continuing your partnership with Javon Sugar Hill, who's obviously been the trainer to many elite world champions?
He's a great trainer, A+ trainer. Been my trainer for a long time now, and he even trained me when I was younger, 13, something like that, young. So, I mean, we familiar with each other.
Caleb, for you, one thing I know ever since you were a young budding contender is that you crave championship gold. How much do you want to become a 2-time world champion? Because the hunger that I see from you, I feel, is that of a hungry contender.
Yeah, absolutely. Becoming a 2-time world champ will mean everything to me. I've worked my whole life tirelessly to get to this point, but I still have a lot more boxing to give, a lot more fights to give the fans. But first things first, you don't get to that world title without focusing on the fight in front of you. I got a fight this Saturday, October 15th, Fox pay-per-view, and that's what I'm fully focused on, and that's all I'm focused on.
What kind of statement are you hoping to make on Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view in this, your first time fighting here at Barclays Center?
Yeah, just looking to get my hand raised in fashion in whatever way that means. So tune in. It's going to be big fireworks. Country boy right here, Deontay Wilder, in the main event. And this is a great card, a lot of great action going to be on the card, a lot of great fights, a lot of great fighters. So I'm definitely encouraging everybody to tune in, and we're going to turn up.
Deontay, this is your second straight fight with Malik Scott as your head trainer. I feel like you guys are just getting to another level when it comes to your continuity, the relationship, the time in the gym. I mentioned during the media workouts that you were moving like a middleweight for that matter during the workouts. But tell us about you and the bond that you have with Malik Scott, your lead trainer.
Man, that's he got a part. That's my guy, man. You know what I'm saying? He definitely holds a part in my heart. You know what I mean? We've been together for a very long time, and when we first met, man, we clicked. We clicked instantly. You know, I cooked for his family. He dropped a lot of gems on me dealing with the boxing. You know, he's been in it longer than I. You know, his mother is the same birthday as mine is his. So it's a great family that I have. You know what I mean? I have a lot of day ones on my side with me, along with my conditioning coach, Joey Scott, right here. He's definitely day one, you know, day one from day one, you know what I mean? So it feels good to be able to have so many great guys a part of my life, you know what I mean? Whether it's dealing with boxing or dealing with just life itself. So, you know, I'm looking to end my career on a happy note with my guys right beside me.
Robert, for you, you're a heavy underdog coming into this fight, more than a 4-1 underdog.
Am I?
Yes, you are. So right now, the odds makers have you as a 4.5-1 underdog. Clearly, you're not paying attention to that, but you were an underdog coming into your fight against Adam Kovnatski the first time back in March of 2020. Do you like having that role of people picking against you?
Yeah, I think so. I think it gives me more strength, more power.
What have you learned over the course of your career? Because if people don't know, Robert Helenius has been in elite heavyweight, especially in Europe, for well over a decade. Do you feel now, Robert, that the time is here for you to capitalize and make your move in to try to become the first world champion from Finland?
Yeah, I wouldn't be here if I wouldn't believe in myself. So I think I would have found an easier job to do if I wouldn't believe in myself.
Now, Deontay, I know that you don't want to look past Robert Helenius, but there have been reports that Alexander Usyk, the heavyweight champion of the world, is going to be here at Barclays Center to watch your fight, and that potentially, if you're victorious, that he would like to fight you next. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts is, you know, many people have said many things, you know, to me about fighting me, and when the time came, they went the other way. So I reached out, and some of my guys that's close to me that knows him, I asked him about his character. As a person, because sometimes your character will tell who you are. And I asked him, is he a man of his word, you know, on certain things, and they confirmed to me that he were. And so I can only hold him for his word, you know. So we'll see what happens. So hopefully he'll manage his word, and upon being victorious, we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? And this is the great thing about being a heavyweight in a small division, that you're always one fight away from a title shot, and we'll see what happens, you know, and I can't wait.
Neither can we. Anthony Darrell, Caleb Plant, before we get ready to let you guys go, Anthony Darrell, on Saturday night on Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view, how is your fight going to unfold against Caleb Plant?
At the end of the day, I'm going to get my hand raised.
Do you want to say anything final to Caleb Plant?
I don't need to say nothing to him.
Caleb, your prediction for your matchup against Anthony Dirrell in this super middleweight title eliminator?
Just me getting my hand raised in fashion, and that's about it.
Is there anything final that you want to say to Anthony Dirrell?
Just that I hope he's fully prepared.
All right, Caleb Plant, Anthony Dirrell, what a matchup that is going to be. The tensions are certainly high. Finally, they get an opportunity to collide on Saturday. Robert Helenius, your prediction for your showdown against the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder.
Me standing like this.
Hand raised.
Yes.
All right, Deontay, the floor is yours. The former heavyweight champion of the world returns to the ring for the first time in over a year. It will be 372 days exact. But Deontay, your prediction for your matchup against Robert Helenius on Saturday.
I just appreciate everybody coming out. This is going to be a great fight come Saturday night. You don't want to miss it. You know, I bring the excitement to the heavyweight division, and I'm back, baby. And on that night, it's going to be an explosion. You know, you got two fighters that putting their hearts on the line, that putting their lives on the line, and we don't want to exit that ring unless we become victorious. That's mean if we have to go out on our shield, and you know what I mean by that. So I'm back, baby. And you know, when I'm in the arena or when I'm in the fight, you know, I keep people on the edge of their seat, because you don't know what's going to happen. But when it happens, baby, bam, good night. I'll see you guys soon. Love, peace, and God bless. And you know, always, Blood Squad!
The Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder, Robert Helenius, Bklyn, Anthony Dirrell. Our main event and our co-main event on Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view.
And I'm Kristal Hart reporting from the Barclays Center here in Bklyn, New York. Hope you've enjoyed the show. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the fights.